In the show today, I'm excited to share with you an interview with Marianne Ewell, Managing Director for HP Canada, and John Cammalleri, who is the channel head for Canada on their vision for HP in Canada. But before that, we will talk about a crazy story. So I came across a story this week that I would like to share with you. It's about Ad Blocker Plus. This is an extension that you can use on your browser to block ads. Now, what I've learned is that they are allowing acceptable ads to pass through. So it means you're seeing some ads using that ad blocker on. Now that defeats the purpose of ad blocker. But by allowing these ads to pass through, what they have been doing is to gain some revenue or generate some revenue from the proceeds of those ads. If you think about it, yes, they're gaining money from this, but we will just move away from that extension and find another extension that is truly standing behind blocking ads. And in the end, my friend, who will win? It's that company that has an extension that stands behind its purpose. Earlier this week, I was at the HP Global Partner Conference in Boston, where I had the opportunity to sit and chat with two top executives from HP Canada on their vision for Canada. Marianne Ewell, who took over as the Managing Director of HP Canada in February of this year, moved from a position of being the Vice President and General Manager of CDW Canada. I asked Marianne what specifically did she implement at CDW in helping that company to become the number one solution provider.
What did I do there? I made sure that we had the right talent in order to deliver that and delight customers. If you take care of customers first, the byproduct of that is sales. So we spent a lot of time engaging with the customer marketplace, hiring really good talent in order to talk to customers and deliver value that is valued by the customer, and then win in the marketplace.
Since it's been a few months that Marianne is in her new role at HP, I asked her what were the challenges she faced in moving from a channel partner to working with a tech giant like HP.
I mean, my biggest challenge was the transition for me personally. HP has been a long-standing, solid, strong, performing company. And here I am, I show up after 11 years at another place, show up at HP, and I don't really know how it works.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the people because HP, big partner of many partners in the channel community. But to actually show up at HP and sit in a meeting, and I just jumped in and immersed myself. The team was wonderful to share because this is how we operate, this is who we are, and these are my numbers. But to sit in a meeting and have everybody talk about something that you get every other concept, you don't get all of them. It was just a struggle to understand it and learn everything. We have a lot of acronyms in our organization. We have a lot of tribal knowledge in our company that people just say things like, it goes like that. And you're like, where is that? And how is that? And who is that? Yeah. So that's taken me time to understand. So that's probably the biggest challenge. And just when I thought I had it figured out, I think it was at 30 days, and I'm like, I got this now. I went home one weekend and I poured over all my notes that I'd been compiling, all the different data points, and I spent a weekend by myself with this. And I thought, I got it. I know this. And then Monday I got an email. It was Monday morning, honestly, and the sand shifted beneath my feet. I was so upset because I thought, oh no, I don't got anything again. But we're just a very big organization that has this history, and it's just interesting. It's like, are you married? It's moving into a family all of a sudden. You're just like, what? You do it like what? That's how you operate. So, a great organization. It's lots of fun, but so that's probably the biggest challenge I had was just getting to know the company. And I've been there 6 months now, and I'm finally kind of getting it.
Marianne then went on to talk about her vision for HP Canada.
My vision for HP Canada is to take these innovative technologies that you probably saw this morning and other times and take them to the Canadian marketplace in order to help Canadian companies participate on a global stage more effectively, because HP can actually enable their workforce better than no one else, I believe. So that's the vision for us in Canada, and that is to then also look at how does the customer participate with the entire channel, end to end, And then how do we improve that experience? Where are those specific areas that we can pinpoint customer experience opportunities such that the customer has a great journey with HP? And in areas that are not effective, to remove them. Look for places where we can leverage the powerhouse in our HP US organization or in HP Mexico or other parts of the world where they've either done something differently so we can leverage it, or to move some of those operational tasks away from the people in the Canadian business if it doesn't add value, but still needs to be done. Right? So we have the luxury of learning from a very big US organization and a global footprint. So if somebody's doing something awesome, I'm all in for stealing shamelessly from our other offices what they've done that works really well. As an example, I had our general manager or our managing director for the UK introduce himself today, and he's like, "Hey, Marianne, we should get together, we should talk, because there's some of the things we're doing in our country that may be relevant to you in Canada, and I'd like to learn what you're doing in your country and get relevant." So there's some great things that we can do on a go-forward basis to just make Canada a stronger place.
HP's mantra is reinventing, with innovation playing a huge part in the company. I asked Marianne about what are the biggest challenges HP is facing in moving innovation faster.
The company's been new from November 1st, and look at what we've done. I mean, really bold things have been delivered in a very short order. That's why I joined HP, because of it is a new company that's acting with much more agility and boldness and assertion to bring innovation to the marketplace. I think the opportunity for us as well is that we're going to do all those good things to make sure that our products and our customers and our partners feel the innovation and experience it and glean the real benefits of the innovation. Where we're going to have to do some work is some of the internal things, I think, because our innovation, we're doing some innovative projects internally to streamline our own operations internally, but they will generally be second to our customers.
On Monday, HP announced that it has an agreement in place to buy Samsung's printer business. With the proposed acquisition of Samsung, I asked Marianne what aspect of this specifically is she excited about.
Primary aspect that I'm excited about is that we've made a bold move to really enter the A3 marketplace in a material way through this Samsung announcement. It helps to solidify HP on that stage, and it actually lends credibility to the message that our CEO brought forward that said we are a brand new company and we're doing things right and we're going to do them better.
That was Marianne Yule, the head of HP Canada. At this time, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll hear from the head of the channel division for HP in Canada. One of the biggest challenges in IT is determining how to efficiently deploy, manage, and operate data centers at specific capacity. Learn how VMware on IBM Cloud enables you to consolidate legacy infrastructures onto an automated and centrally managed software-defined data center. Some of the topics of the free white papers include consolidate complex environments, backup and disaster recovery, and secure cloud workloads. You can download these free white papers brought to you by IBM by clicking the link in the text below. Welcome back to Whirlwind Radio. And speaking with John Cammalleri, I asked him, since the split at HP, what have changed with the new HP regarding their channel partners?
So I think first and foremost, and I know we've talked about it quite a bit, is that our partners are very excited about what we're bringing to market. When you, as a VAR, and I worked in the VAR community, when you see a vendor go out, be aggressive in the market, drive new technologies that open up markets, make acquisitions to allow them to participate in markets that they couldn't participate in before, simplify programs, really take a leadership position. I think the way it's manifested itself, even prior to this acquisition of Samsung, of course, or the pending acquisition, we've seen a rejuvenated channel. And we've seen customers respond to our new solutions and the new opportunities. So, it's probably the biggest difference between where we were a year ago and where we are today. We have a revitalized channel that's excited, that believes in our vision, that loves our technology, and they're really, we're partnering with them at a very strategic level. So there's lots of excitement, lots of change, and that's probably the thing that's really that we're most proud of. It's probably our biggest accomplishment is this revitalization and the belief of HP. And, frankly, we've been behaving that way since day one. Dion made the commitment. We're going to be aggressive in market, we're aggressive. We're going to change our technology, we change the technology. We're going to lead the market. You're seeing things like page-wide make its way down into the more effectively in multifunction, and you've seen the execution of the X3 product. So we're being thought leaders, and I think that's being recognized, and it's exciting.
HP announced their new social media center for their partners. Since many are not using social media to promote their business effectively, I posed the question to John about how they plan to convince their channel partners to use this tool.
Well, look, I think we can all do a better job in the social media play. I think we've come a long way, HP, in the last year. You'll see us be far more active in social media, whether it be Twitter or LinkedIn and all different types of social media. But look, there's an opportunity for sure for our partners to play in there more aggressively. It's clearly where customers are going to understand technology, get feedback from consumers, how that technology has been performing. Customers use it to try to recognize, how not only technology operates and whether it's good or not, but, how is it dealing with these certain companies and, getting kind of a real feel for the business through social media. So this is happening. It's real. It's been happening for a long time. I just think it's an evolution. And frankly, with the new workforce, we're already there. It's the ones that have been there for a while that are the laggards. But so we've seen, and you've probably seen evidence of this through some of the visuals that we've demonstrated throughout this global partner conference. HP's come a long way in leveraging social media. So I continue. I think it's going to continue to grow, and we are trying to push our message through social media and trying to engage the partners that way. And in a lot of cases, we're seeing some positive results, and in other cases, there's definitely room for improvement. But we're going to push our mandate through social media, no question.
John went on to talk about the plan to roll out the social media center to their channel partners.
Yeah, so we already have social media avenues for our partners to go to leverage, and again, some of them are taking advantage of it, others are not, but. So you can't force anything on a channel. You can also you can only present value propositions to them and show them how they could leverage them and how they're useful to them. And I think that's really how we're going to do this, is when they see value and we present enough value so that they go there and leverage it. But we're doing the best we can to really manage and push that toward the partners today.
With the news about the acquisition of Samsung's printing business, I asked John what is the initial feedback he is getting from their partners.
Again, I don't really have a lot of information on the Samsung, the pending acquisition. We're just being briefed on some of this stuff. This was, new to us today, early this morning. But I'll just tell you that, the feedback we're generally getting from our partner community, and this is yet another sign of it, I think, is HP's being bold. We're not waiting for things to happen. We are making things happen. We are controlling our own destiny. We're not letting the market dictate how well we're going to do. We're going to dictate to ourselves how well we're going to do. And I think this is a clear message to every partner and every HP employee, and certainly to the customers, that we're not satisfied yet. There's a long way to go, and we're going to lead the market. And I think this is what that acquisition says.
What I was really excited about at the HP Global Partner Conference is the buzz around reinventing. Since the split about 10 months ago, the new HP is doing a whole lot around innovation with a new line of printers and new personal systems. They have new laptops, a new phone, the X3, and PCs. And what is happening as well is that HP has taken some shares from Apple, with many turning to HP products. And this is truly great for a tech company and a company that we need to keep watching as well. Thanks to our guests today, Mary Ann Yule and John Cammalleri, for sharing their thoughts on HP Canada with us. Thank you for joining us as well. From all of us here at Whirlwind Radio, this is Marcelo Sugdeo saying stay safe in the technology whirlwind.